We're
changing springs, right? Okay. Why are we changing springs?
Well, we had this other video about the Boulevarde ride.
Right, Boulevarde, right.
Our good old friend. So these are the anti-Boulevarde springs.
Anti.
Yeah, they're. We did a little research, and these are the springs that would have been used on a commercial chassis.
A limousine.
Limousine.
A Series 75.
Correct. 425 pounds per square inch of compression.
Right.
And that was not proving to provide a desirable ride. So we went and found a spring company out in the Midwest that will make the springs exactly like the factory springs.
And what's the factory spec?
It's 300 pounds per square inch versus 425.
All right.
Believe it or not, the spring is actually taller than this spring. I don't have one to show you because they're both in the car already because our videographers showed up late. So.
Oh, I hate them when some people do that.
But I do have a picture I can show.
Oh, okay.
Show the
After
masses.
the fact, okay, to show the masses. I know they're gonna want to clamor for this one.
So, on your left there, that's the Boulevarde spring, and on the right, that's the Goofy spring.
All right, Goofy. Very good. Let's stop calling it Boulevarde ride. You want a Boulevard ride.
Yeah, Boulevard ride, yeah.
Right. You want it to ride like a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Opposed to my Imperial.
Right.
Right. It goes over the railroad tracks, nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Very heavy car, very responsive.
That's right.
Okay, that's the goal here today.
That's the goal.
Okay, now where did you get these fancy things from? I see one in the box over there. What's the story with that?
Those are the back springs.
Oh, back springs. Any particular reason why we're changing back springs as well today?
Incorrect spring rate yet once again.
You're kidding.
No.
Why is that?
All the springs I bought, which were cheap at the time, if you buy springs from the generic companies, one of them is the Eaton Detroit Spring, who told me on the phone that a Cadillac shouldn't have springs like this.
Right.
And then I think I bought the springs from Espo or Epsco or whatever a few years ago.
Right.
They were cheap. They were like $200 for all the springs for the car.
Right.
And I found out they're generic Moog spring rates, which are the limousine spring rates.
What about other General Motors cars? Come on, would this be a Chevy, Buick, Pontiac spring?
That's possible.
What's the story? Why is 75?
Well,
what's the deal?
The 75 spring rate was the heavy-duty spring rate that would have been offered by Delco in the aftermarket after time went by.
Right.
In other words,
and that's the only one they wanted you to replace it with.
One-size-fits-all spring rate.
Right. Okay.
And the reason why we're doing the back springs is because the back sits up too high.
Right.
Should be about an inch lower than it is right now.
An inch lower. Well, I can't tell now because it's up in the air.
So here's the back springs.
You better remove that cardboard before you put it in there.
This is a Boulevarde cardboard insert. So there we are.
Okay, next summer you're gonna have a nice riding car.
Look at this. I've never seen this in springs before.
I don't know, what is that?
I think they welded things to it to tune the spring. It did something, they were heat treating it or whatever to... They told me that they had a spec for a spring that was very close to this, but it wasn't right, and that they were going to tweak the spec when they made the spring. So I don't know if they did something when they... I've never seen that before in springs.
Well, okay. Well, carry on.
All right, we'll carry on here.
Okay, explain to how you did the springs on this baby today.
Oh, yeah, especially doing it yourself.
Yeah, well, what happened? How'd you do it?
Well, you got to pull the wheel off, the drum off. You got to take the backing plate off. Then you crack the lower ball joint loose while having a jack under it. Lower the, also loosen the screws on the rear bushing and the lower control arm so it'll move freely.
Right.
Then you lower the arm. The spring that was in there, since it was wrong, it came out pretty easily. The new spring is longer.
Yeah, you said that.
And the car is still not high up enough really to get it started into the spring cup here. So what we did was we had it down all the way. I had the jack from behind. I wedged it into the edge of the thing, but then the control arm was hitting the ground. So I lifted the control arm up with my bare hand about enough to get the jack under here.
Oh, okay.
And then it, you know, once you got it started, you have to keep shimmying the jack around a little bit until it's in the right spot.
And it popped right in, huh?
And then she went right in.
Okay.
All right. We're trying to get this shock in.
Yeah, the shock. Yeah, that's yeah. What mysterious things are we talking about now? We're looking at the manual?
Yeah.
And what does the manual have to say? Oh, we're looking at power boosters now?
Wow, I'm trying to find the page here.
What page are you looking for?
Looking for the wheel seal.
Wheel seal.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You might put it on backwards again, right?
No, I put it in right, but it spun loose.
Sprung loose.
Spun loose.
Oh, yeah. Well, what does the Bible say there, bud?
Trying to find the verse in the Bible.
Hey, why don't you use the index, huh?
Hey, that would be too easy.
I know. That's all right. It's going to rain all day today, so you know, you don't have to hurry. Any day now.
Wheel bearings.
Any day now.
Wheels and tires. Wheels.
See Buick.
Oh! Section 4.
Who would have thought, huh?
The front end area.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Here's the grease thing. Grease thing.
Grease thing.
Retainer.
Grease super duper retainer. Yeah, okay, that's nice.
White sidewall cleaning. Ooh, that's.
Well, hey, do you have a tool J58634?
No, Evil J has that.
Evil J. Yeah, a friend of ours.
That's right.
He's so evil we can't even mention his name.
Yes. Evil. Install new grease retainer and use Arbor Press to install it.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Go get one.
Don't say nothing about gooping it up or anything.
Oh, no gloop, huh?
No.
All right.
Yeah, here they are.
Maybe that's something that you can't read in a book. You know, something like you got to be a master mechanic for that one.
These
okay?
are the new style.
The new style, right?
Modern. Had one of these in and it spun loose.
Oh, okay.
These are the original style.
Oh wow, yeah. Hey, that looks nicer.
Now look at this one here I found on one of the drums. Original.
Wow. How do you know it's original? Oh, it has an original part number?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Actually not in horrible shape, but I got these nice brand new ones.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
In case you get another 62 Cadillac that you don't care too much about, you can put all your used parts in.
That's right.
That's
I
right.
packed all the wheel bearings with this goofy packer here. I found out a good way to pack the bearing is you put the bearing in here and you put it on the floor and you stand on it for a few seconds.
Mechanics have been doing that for years.
Works good.
You got to be kidding, right? Like you just found that out now?
I didn't know.
Jeepers.
Nobody taught me that.
Who? No one
Nobody-
told. Oh,
no.
hey, wow. You're the
Figured it
best.
out the hard way.
All right. Well, we'll maybe continue this thing later when you got it all together, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Hey, how's that wet ground doing for you?
What?
How's that wet ground doing for you?
It's doing good.
I'm proud of you.
Nice.